Born to Hollywood royalty, Jamie Lee Curtis carries a legacy that is both rich and diverse. Her mother, Janet Leigh, captivated audiences in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, while her father, Tony Curtis, enjoyed a remarkable six-decade acting career. Jamie's own journey in the entertainment industry is marked by a remarkable range of roles, showcasing her ability to transition seamlessly from light-hearted romantic comedies to deep, dramatic performances. Recently, she achieved a significant milestone by winning her first Academy Award for her role in the critically acclaimed film Everything Everywhere All at Once, which received 7 nominations. This recognition highlights not only her talent, but also her enduring appeal in a constantly evolving industry. As she continues to take on new challenges, Jamie Lee Curtis remains a vibrant force, proving that age is just a number, and that her contributions to film and culture are as impactful as ever. Her life story is a testament to resilience, creativity, and the power of reinvention. Horror films have been a significant part of Jamie Lee Curtis's life and career. She rose to fame with her unforgettable role in John Carpenter's Halloween, which became a landmark in the horror genre. This film not only showcased her talent, but also established her as a scream queen, a title she shares with many iconic actresses in the horror film industry. Interestingly, Jamie Lee Curtis was not the only one in her family to make a mark in horror. Her mother, Janet Leigh, is celebrated for her legendary performance in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Janet Leigh's role in Psycho is often regarded as one of the most memorable in horror history, particularly her famous shower scene, which has left a lasting impact on audiences and filmmakers alike. The connection between mother and daughter in the horror genre highlights a unique legacy, as both have contributed significantly to the field. This familial bond in horror films adds depth to Jamie Lee Curtis's career, as she continues to embrace her roots while exploring various roles in film and television. The influence of her mother's work can be seen in Jamie's own performances, where she often blends strength and vulnerability, captivating audiences across generations. The world of horror films has indeed been a family affair for Jamie Lee Curtis, intertwining their legacies in a genre that continues to evolve and inspire. Shortly after Jamie Lee Curtis was born in 1960, her mother, Janet Leigh, was cast in a significant role in the film industry. Although her part was minor compared to that of Anthony Perkins, Janet's performance in Alfred Hitchcock's classic film Psycho became iconic. One of the most memorable moments in the film is the famous shower scene, which has been analyzed and discussed for decades. This scene not only showcased Janet's talent, but also left a lasting impact on the horror genre. Her work in Psycho earned her a Golden Globe Award, highlighting her skill and the critical acclaim she received for her performance. Additionally, Janet Leigh received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress, further solidifying her place in cinematic history. Her contributions to film, particularly through this role, continue to be celebrated and remembered by audiences and critics alike. Janet Leigh's legacy is intertwined with the success of her daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis, who has also made a significant mark in the film industry. The talent for acting clearly runs deep in the Curtis family. Jamie Lee Curtis, the daughter of the legendary actor Tony Curtis, has made a significant mark in Hollywood, much like her father did in the 1950s. Tony Curtis was a major star during his time, appearing in over 100 films and captivating audiences with his charm and skill. His most famous role came in the 1959 classic Some Like It Hot, where he starred alongside the iconic Marilyn Monroe. This film became a massive success and is celebrated as one of the funniest American films ever made, according to the American Film Institute. The legacy of Tony Curtis is evident when you look at Jamie Lee Curtis's career. She has shown remarkable versatility, excelling in both comedic and dramatic roles. The connection between father and daughter is not just in their shared last name, but also in their undeniable talent and ability to engage audiences. The apple truly did not fall far from the tree, as both have left an indelible mark on the film industry. Everyone expected her sister to be the successful one. Jamie Lee Curtis rose to prominence as one of Hollywood's most famous actresses, but her family and friends had high hopes for her older sister, Kelly Lee Curtis. After all, Kelly began her career as a child in 1958, making her film debut in The Vikings, where she appeared alongside her famous parents, Kirk Douglas and Ernest Borgnine. Growing up in a family deeply rooted in the entertainment industry, Kelly was surrounded by talent and creativity. She studied acting at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute, honing her skills and preparing for a career in film. Throughout her journey, she often played supporting roles, showcasing her talent and dedication to the craft. While she was an actress in her own right, she never achieved the same level of fame as her younger sister. Despite this, Kelly Lee Curtis carved out her own niche in the industry, proving that success can take many forms. Her contributions to film and television remain significant, even if overshadowed by Jamie's remarkable achievements. Curtis returned to Hollywood with the biggest blockbuster of 2022, Everything Everywhere All at Once. In this film, she portrayed the character's alternate universe analogs, showcasing her versatility and depth as an actress. Her performance was not only memorable but also critically acclaimed, earning her multiple award nominations. Among these was her first Academy Award nomination, a significant milestone in her career. Additionally, she received a nomination for Best Supporting Actress, highlighting the impact of her role in the film. The story itself is a unique blend of science fiction and family drama, allowing Curtis to explore complex themes while engaging with a diverse cast. Her ability to navigate the emotional landscape of the character added layers to the narrative, making her performance stand out. The film's success at the box office and its reception by audiences and critics alike further solidified Curtis's status as a talented and respected figure in the entertainment industry. As she stood on the stage, the audience erupted into a standing ovation, celebrating her remarkable achievement. In her victory speech, she took a moment to express heartfelt gratitude to the countless individuals who had supported her throughout her career. Among those she acknowledged was her co-star and fellow Oscar winner from the film My Bae, Michelle Yeoh, whose talent and friendship had been invaluable. With deep emotion, she also paid tribute to her late parents, looking up into the sky as she spoke. Tears welled in her eyes as she embraced the Oscar tightly to her chest, whispering, "I just won an Oscar." This moment was not just a personal victory, it was a tribute to the love and guidance she had received from her family. After bowing gracefully to the audience, she walked off the stage, leaving behind a powerful message of gratitude and remembrance that resonated with everyone present. In 1962, the marriage of Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh came to an end, marking a significant moment in Hollywood history. Their divorce was not just a personal matter. It was a highly publicized event that captured the attention of the media and the public. The pressures of fame and the challenges of maintaining a relationship in the spotlight contributed to their decision to part ways. This breakup was particularly difficult for everyone involved, especially for their two daughters, Jamie Lee Curtis and Kelly Curtis. At the time of the divorce, Jamie Lee and Kelly lived with their mother, Janet Leigh, which added another layer of complexity to the situation. The emotional toll of the divorce was felt deeply by the family as they navigated the challenges of their new reality. Growing up in a household affected by such public scrutiny, Jamie Lee Curtis would later reflect on the impact of her parents' separation on her life and career. The experience shaped her understanding of relationships and family dynamics, influencing her own journey in the entertainment industry. The legacy of her parents' marriage and subsequent divorce remains a poignant chapter in her life story, illustrating the often tumultuous nature of celebrity relationships. Following her parents' divorce, Jamie Lee Curtis found the custody situation to be quite straightforward. She noted that her father, Tony Curtis, was not very involved in the family life after the separation. This lack of involvement made the decision about custody uncomplicated for her. When asked about her father's role, Jamie Lee expressed her thoughts candidly, stating that he showed little interest in being a father. This perspective highlights the emotional distance that existed between her and her father during her upbringing. Jamie Lee's reflections on her father's absence reveal a deeper understanding of her childhood experiences. She recognized that his priorities lay elsewhere, which shaped her own views on family and relationships. This dynamic likely influenced her personal life and career choices as she navigated her path in the entertainment industry. The impact of her father's disinterest in fatherhood is a significant part of her story, illustrating how family dynamics can affect one's life journey. Tony Curtis, known for his charm and good looks, has had a colorful personal life, having been married 6 times. Out of these marriages, 3 produced children, giving Jamie Lee Curtis 1 full-blood sister and 4 half-siblings. Jamie Lee and her sister Kelly are the daughters of Tony's marriage to Janet Leigh, a famous actress in her own right. After his marriage to Janet, Tony married his German co-star Christine Kaufmann in 1963, and they welcomed 2 daughters, Alexandra and Allegra. Following this, he divorced Leslie Allen, and from that marriage, he had 2 sons, Nicholas and Benjamin. Like many families, the Curtis siblings have their share of disagreements and conflicts. However, despite these occasional squabbles, they share a strong bond that keeps them close. The connections among them reflect the complexities of family life, where love often prevails over differences. Jamie Lee Curtis, with her unique background and experiences, has navigated her relationships with her siblings, creating a tapestry of shared memories and support that enriches their lives. The Curtis family, with its mix of personalities and stories, showcases the enduring nature of sibling relationships, where, in the end, they stand by each other through thick and thin. During her college years, Jamie Lee Curtis faced significant challenges as she pursued her dream of becoming a lawyer. She found that education was much more difficult than she had anticipated. This struggle led her to reconsider her future and her path in life. In a candid acknowledgement in Good Housekeeping magazine, she reflected on that pivotal time. She shared that she was studying corrections at the University of the Pacific, but her academic performance was not what she had hoped for. Jamie described herself as a lousy student, feeling that the school system had overlooked her potential. Despite her efforts, she was barely scraping by with a D+. Her social life took precedence, and she embraced the role of a party girl, which further distracted her from her studies. This period of her life was marked by a sense of confusion and a search for direction as she grappled with the realities of academic life and her aspirations for the future. After a year and a half at the University of the Pacific, Jamie Lee Curtis found herself struggling with her new life. The environment did not feel right for her, and it became clear that this was not the place where she would find the success she desired. The challenges of college life weighed heavily on her, and she realized that her true passion lay elsewhere. This realization prompted her to make a significant decision. She chose to leave the university and return to Los Angeles, where she could pursue a career in acting. This choice marked a turning point in her life as she shifted her focus from academics to the world of entertainment. Curtis's journey back to Los Angeles was fueled by her determination to follow her dreams. She believed that acting was her calling, and she was ready to embrace the opportunities that awaited her in the vibrant city known for its film industry. This bold move set the stage for her future successes in Hollywood. She understood that to launch her acting career, she could not depend on anyone else. Jamie Lee Curtis realized early on that her success would hinge on her own talent and determination. This self-reliance became a driving force in her life. She worked hard, honing her skills and preparing for opportunities that might come her way. Despite the challenges and uncertainties of the entertainment industry, she remained focused on her goals. With each audition, she learned more about herself and the craft of acting. She faced rejection but did not let it deter her. Instead, she used it as motivation to improve and push forward. Jamie had no idea that her first significant break would arrive sooner than she expected. When the opportunity finally came, she was ready. Her persistence paid off, and she stepped into the spotlight, showcasing her abilities to the world. This moment marked the beginning of a remarkable career, one built on the foundation of her self-reliance and hard work. Curtis, now a new face on the Hollywood stage, followed in the footsteps of other aspiring actors in town. She engaged an agent to help her schedule auditions, hoping to make her mark in the industry. Her agent worked quickly and found Curtis a job for which she was ideal. She was to audition for the character of Nancy Drew in a new television series. Excited about the opportunity, Curtis prepared diligently for the audition, envisioning herself stepping into the shoes of the beloved character. However, after her audition, the producers did not believe she was the perfect fit for the position. This moment was a turning point for Curtis, as she realized that being a working actor would require much more than depending on her renowned Hollywood name. The rejection was a hard lesson, and she had no idea that she was about to face much more rejection in her journey. Each setback would teach her resilience and the importance of perseverance in a competitive industry. After the Nancy Drew incident, Jamie Lee Curtis faced a challenging time in her early career. Despite the setback, she gathered herself and continued to attend auditions, holding on to the hope of landing her big break. Her perseverance seemed to pay off when she received exciting news from Universal Pictures. The studio offered her a 7-year deal, which filled her with optimism and dreams of success. However, that hope was short-lived. Universal soon informed her that she had been let go, along with 12 other actors. This sudden turn of events left Curtis heartbroken. In an interview, she reflected on that painful moment, stating, "I got fired along with 12 other actors. I was heartbroken. I thought it was the end of the world." This experience was a significant rejection in her life, but it also became a pivotal moment that shaped her resilience and determination to succeed in the competitive world of acting. The emotional toll of such rejection is something many can relate to, and Curtis's journey illustrates the ups and downs that come with pursuing a dream in Hollywood. Her story serves as a reminder that even in the face of disappointment, the path to success is often filled with obstacles that can ultimately lead to growth and new opportunities. At a time when Jamie Lee Curtis felt overwhelmed by the weight of rejection, her fortunes began to change. She was at a low point, struggling to cope with the disappointments that had come her way. Just when she thought her dreams might slip away, she received a significant opportunity. Getting fired by Universal, a moment that seemed like a setback, turned out to be a blessing in disguise. This unexpected turn of events freed her from the constraints of a studio contract, allowing her to explore new projects without limitations. It was a pivotal moment in her career, opening doors she never imagined possible. During this period, she crossed paths with John Carpenter, a young and innovative independent director. Their collaboration would lead to the creation of a film that would not only define her career, but also establish her as a prominent figure in the horror genre. This partnership marked the beginning of a new chapter, filled with creative freedom and exciting possibilities. The chance to work on projects that truly resonated with her was a turning point, transforming her career trajectory and setting the stage for her future successes. When John Carpenter was casting for his upcoming horror film, he believed Jamie Lee Curtis would be perfect for the role. This decision turned out to be one of the finest in her career. Curtis reflected on her journey, noting that had she not been fired from Universal, she might never have had the opportunity to audition for Halloween. This film became a pivotal moment in her life, shaping her future in the entertainment industry. The impact of her role in Halloween was significant, as it not only launched her career but also established her as a prominent figure in the horror genre. The film's success led to a lasting popularity that Curtis continues to enjoy. She often acknowledges how that one opportunity changed everything for her, allowing her to build a successful career in acting. The experience taught her the importance of resilience and seizing unexpected chances, ultimately leading to a legacy that has influenced many in the film industry. Nailing the part of young Laurie Strode in the film Halloween marked a significant turning point in Jamie Lee Curtis's career. This role propelled her to fame and established her as a prominent figure in the horror genre. The film, released in 1978, was not just another slasher movie. It quickly gained a reputation as an iconic cult phenomenon. Viewers were captivated by the suspenseful storytelling and Curtis's compelling performance. Her portrayal of Laurie Strode, a resourceful and resilient character, resonated with audiences, making her a relatable heroine in a genre often filled with stereotypes. The film's success was remarkable, especially considering it was an independent production. It is not often that an indie film achieves such acclaim and cultural impact. Halloween became a benchmark for future horror films, influencing countless directors and writers. Curtis's performance was a key element in the film's ability to connect with viewers, and it helped to redefine the role of women in horror cinema. Her character's strength and vulnerability set a new standard, making her a role model for many. The legacy of Halloween continues to thrive, and Jamie Lee Curtis remains a celebrated figure in the industry, forever linked to her breakthrough role. In the film Halloween Kills, Curtis finds herself back in the spotlight nearly 4 decades after her first big break in the original Halloween. She was approached to reprise her role as the much older Laurie Strode in a follow-up to the 2018 Halloween. The opportunity excited her even more when she learned she would be collaborating with filmmaker David Gordon Green and producer Jason Blum. Curtis expressed her belief that Michael Myers is like the Phoenix, suggesting that he survived the fire. In a pre-release interview, she stated, "I believe what happened is that Michael is the Phoenix. Michael survived the fire." This perspective adds a layer of depth to her character and the ongoing story. One thing is certain: Curtis claims that it was the Halloween film, not her famous parents, that truly pushed her forward in her career. This statement highlights her dedication to the franchise and her desire to continue exploring the complexities of her character in a series that has become iconic in the horror genre. The film not only marks a significant return for Curtis, but also reinforces her status as a leading figure in the industry, showcasing her resilience and passion for what began as a tiny indie film became an instant box office hit. Halloween, directed by John Carpenter, was made on a remarkably low budget of just $325,000. Despite its modest financial backing, the film grossed more than $70 million, a staggering achievement that showcased its widespread appeal. The story follows a masked killer, Michael Myers, who escapes from a mental institution and returns to his hometown to terrorize a group of teenagers. Jamie Lee Curtis, in her breakout role as Laurie Strode, delivered a performance that resonated with audiences and helped define the horror genre. The film's success was not just limited to the United States. It was exhibited in theaters all over the world, captivating viewers with its suspenseful storytelling and chilling atmosphere. Halloween set a new standard for horror films and established Jamie Lee Curtis as a prominent figure in the industry, paving the way for her future roles and contributions to cinema. The film's legacy continues to influence filmmakers and entertain audiences, proving that a small budget can lead to monumental. Despite the enormous success of the picture, Jamie Lee Curtis's salary remained at $8,000 for her outstanding performance. This situation highlights the often surprising nature of Hollywood, where critical acclaim does not always translate into financial reward. Following her parents' divorce, Curtis's sister Kelly stayed with their mother. Due to their age, both sisters attended the same schools, which provided them with a shared experience during a challenging time. They began their high school careers at Beverly Hills High School, a place known for its connection to the entertainment industry and its diverse student body. However, the sisters later transferred to a Connecticut institution, which likely offered a different environment and opportunities for personal growth. This transition marked a significant change in their lives, as they navigated the complexities of adolescence while dealing with the aftermath of their family situation. The choices made during these formative years would shape their futures in ways they could not yet foresee. After graduating high school, Jamie Lee Curtis chose to attend the University of the Pacific, which was her mother's alma mater. However, her major was different from her mother's path. While her mother pursued acting, Jamie Lee decided to study law with the intention of becoming an attorney. Growing up in a family of movie stars, she had a unique perspective on the entertainment industry. She understood how show business worked and was aware of the risks of being typecast. Jamie Lee recognized that if she continued to work primarily in horror films, she would likely be pigeonholed into those roles for her entire career. In a 2018 interview, she expressed her feelings about her iconic role in Halloween, stating that she felt honored it was a significant part of her creative life. Yet, she also acknowledged the importance of not limiting herself to a single genre. Jamie Lee's early experiences in the industry taught her that associating with just one type of film could be confining, and she aimed to explore a broader range of roles throughout her career. Jamie Lee Curtis was always regarded as the scream queen in Hollywood, known for her iconic roles in horror films that captivated audiences. However, following her performance in Trading Places, the entertainment industry began to see her in a new light. This film showcased her remarkable talent and versatility, allowing her to step beyond the confines of the horror genre. Critics and audiences alike were impressed by her ability to blend comedy and drama, proving that she was not just a one-dimensional actress. Her portrayal in Trading Places earned her respect and admiration, marking a significant turning point in her career. This recognition opened doors for her to take on a variety of roles, demonstrating her range as an actress. She continued to challenge herself with diverse characters in different genres, solidifying her status as a gifted performer. As a result, Jamie Lee Curtis became a respected figure in Hollywood, known for her contributions to film beyond just the horror category. Trading Places earned Jamie Lee Curtis a BAFTA, which stands for the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. This award is highly regarded and is often seen as the British equivalent of the Academy Award. Winning a BAFTA is a significant achievement in the film industry, and even being nominated is considered an honor. In the film, Curtis played a memorable role that showcased her talent and versatility as an actress. Her performance was not only entertaining, but also highlighted her ability to bring depth to her character. The recognition from the BAFTAs reflects the impact of her work in the film, and the appreciation from critics and audiences alike. The award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role is a testament to her skill and dedication to her craft. Jamie Lee Curtis's success at the BAFTAs has solidified her status as a respected figure in the entertainment industry, making her contributions to film even more noteworthy.